Indulge me for a moment. What comes to mind when you think of welfare recipients? Did you stereotype? For many people, they have a stereotypical image of the welfare recipient. You undoubtedly have an opinion on welfare in general. In recent months, there's been a push by several states to require drug testing for welfare recipients as a means to reform the welfare system. Today, I will share with you why this reform is unconstitutional. Secondly, I will share with you the financial costs and the barriers. And finally, Texas just may have the solution to this problem. Let's look at why this type of testing is unconstitutional. This type of mandatory testing violates the Fourth Amendment. Prohibition against unreasonable search and seizure. It states the following: the right of the people to be secure in their persons, their houses, their papers, their effects, against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the person or things to be seized. The courts have held that the Constitution is violated in these cases because there is no individual suspicion of wrongdoing or special needs that outweigh a person's right. There are many reasons why this new law is flawed. Many states are also requesting that not only that TANF recipients, which stands for Temporary Assistance to Needy Families, be tested, but people applying for unemployment benefits as well. Many proposals call for denying assistance to anyone who fails a drug test, and imposing additional sanctions on welfare recipients will also have negative effects on children. So far, sanction and benefit decreases have been shown to increase the risk of hospitalization for children as well as food shortages. Because TANF benefits are so low, children will suffer even if the adult portion is missing. Without these benefits, families will be unable to meet the child's basic core needs such as housing, food, and clothing. Next, we'll look at some typical costs to screen for drug use. In Florida, a state that impacted this bill a couple of years ago, they tested 4,000 applicants and only 2.6% tested positive. The taxpayer spent over $118,000 to reimburse those applicants who passed for drug test costs at an average of $35 per screening. States would have to create new jobs in order to handle the paperwork and pay significant lab costs to test applicants who are in need of services. And new claims average at least 400,000 per week in the United States. Supporters often claim that drug testing will save money. However, this is based on a false assumption that many applicants will be denied benefits. Random testing is costly and an ineffective way of identifying recipients in need of treatment. These are some welfare statistics. As you can see, we spend billions of dollars helping those who are in need. Can Texas lead the way to welfare reform? Texas Senate Bill 11 requires TANF recipients to undergo controlled substance assessment. Testing is required for any applicant who tested positive or screening indicates a good cause. They've also decided that the Health and Human Services Commission can pay for these tests, the screening test and the drug test, out of the state's federal block fund grant. If an adult tests positive, then they are barred for 12 months, but they may reapply in 6 months if they're going through treatment or have proof that they completed treatment. If they are positive a second time, Then they will be ordered to go into a substance abuse program, and a payee is designated for the family. After the third test, the adult is permanently barred from receiving TANF benefits, but the family will continue to receive benefits through the protective payee. TANF serves more than 100,000 Texans at the cost of $90 million per year. In closing, I've talked about the Fourth Amendment and have given you a look at the potential cost of such a program. No one really knows if this type of reform will really work to weed out those who are misusing the funds. I do agree that we need to be a helping hand to others. Will Texas' plan work? We don't know. It only remains to be seen. Thank you.